Ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome back to Mike's Diabetes World. How's it all going for you? Had this set up and then we had to do something else. So, here we go, shall we? Current blood sugar is at 4.7. Now, normally, we'd be racing all around, but I haven't given my insulin as of yet, and I'll show you how we're going to do that. But we're at 0.50, and I was a little high before it came down and went low. And the friend who works here also went low and came and stole some of my secret stash. It's fine. Okay, time and range. Oh my God. 24 hours ago, I was feeling so sick because I had a super high blood sugar. I was showing ketones. It just shows you what 24 hours does. There it is. 100% time and range. 0 above, 0 below. And look at that blood sugar. Average blood sugar is 7.4. That is a normal blood sugar for most of the day. This is awesome. Huh. Pretty good, eh? Now, we're going to take a look at doing my insulin. Let's just get my pump here. Sorry, the pump is all... There it is. Sorry guys, this is not a very good video. But current blood sugar is 5.2. See, we're going up after lunch. So I'm pressing this, and it shows you all the different apps you can do here. I'm going to press the insulin. I want the insulin. And it'll say bolus. Bolus is the amount of insulin you give before meals. I'm going to press that. And it asks me how many carbs. So I basically know how many carbs here. So I just clicked it. And now we go up. I had 91 units of carbs. Oops, we went a little high, so we'll go back down. So I had 91 units of carbs. So that's going to give me 8.250 units of insulin. The adjustment, because I was below the 6. Oops, sorry. Oh, we'll have to do it again. Sorry. Because I was talking to you. 5.2 bolus. And we're back to doing it to 91. Okay, it says 7.95 units delivered. So I'm delivering it. 91 grams of carbs, the amount of insulin. It is now delivering insulin for me. That's all I have to do. With the pump, that works great for you. Today, this was a rather long introduction, but today I want to discuss when is enough enough. So stay with me and we'll be right back. is enough enough. Now, there are people out there who think that doing all this diabetic stuff is just way too complicated. Those people require some additional help. At first, I didn't know how all this worked. It's just with practice. But don't give up on your health. Learn, ask questions. If your doctor says you have to go on the pump, discuss it with the service people. They're the best ones. Discuss it with the diabetic nurse. Say, I think this is going to be quite complicated. Don't give up. That's the biggest thing I have to say. Never give up. There's always going to be something new. And if your doctor decides that that is the best for you, then you should keep with it. Sorry, my mic went down. So, always make sure your equipment is up to date, clean. This, if I do a blood sugar now, would probably be out a bit further. But I find this is usually about 5 minutes away from where my glucose is. And what that means is the sensor picks up what your blood is doing. Your sugar is giving you a different story. I know it freaks the people here that if I go unconscious, the number is completely different. But why is that? It should be perfect. Oh my God. Right now, we're doing the best we can. There are more people working on getting a cure. And I've done a broadcast on that saying, maybe 5-10 years we could see a big change. Big change first came when home glucose came in. Up to then, from 1924 till about 1980, it was just urine testing. 4 times a day, peeing on the strip, and then reading. I could tell you when I was at school and that, urine testing went by the wayside. As long as I wasn't passing out, that's fine. But it doesn't always work that way. So, but if you are feeling way down and that the technology isn't working for you, it may need to be fine-tuned. And call the service people. Call your rep that came out and talked to you about it. Get your answers answered so that you can go and grab the pump and just say, hey, my blood sugar's at 5.7. You can take a look at your Apple Watch and say, oh, my blood sugar is 5.7. You can use the app on your phone to say, oh, my blood sugar is 5.7. You know what? It's amazing. But so many people are limited that they don't like technology. It's all for the younger people. And I hear that so often from people of my age. I was 61 just a couple of days ago. And as such, they pass by an awful lot of diabetes and how much easier. Going to the pump is probably a big change for most. Well, I've always given shots, and that works for me. But if you need to get tighter control, you may have to go to the pump. I've gone through all these things, not all at once. It was a slow thing saying, oh, my doctor seems to think this will work. Oh, my doctor seems to think this will work. It's not sort of like it's unloaded at you when you first diagnosed, but I want you to think back when you were first diagnosed. They unloaded that you had to, well, for me, it was you had to eat 4 times a day, or 5 times a day, sorry. They told us 5 times a day. You had to take your insulin 3 times, or once a day, it was back then. You always had to carry around sweets. You always had to keep records. And these records were like medical grade. You had to rate this to that. Sorry about the gentleman yelling, if you can hear that. Hopefully with the mic you're not able to pick that up, but we're going to play it through. I started this a number of times. Learn everything you can. Ask questions about it. If you get it and you forgot something, most companies have a 24-hour phone line that you can get support. So you're never going to be out alone. They want you to have an excellent experience with their product. Most of the time, your doctor or your diabetic nurse will spend time going over with you how to make your products for you. But you have to remember, never give up. There's something out there that will help you get the best blood sugars you can. You are important for this. Remember and keep it going. Never forget that you're a diabetic and you deserve the best health. No one should be telling you, oh, well, yes, you should be going on to shots. Yes, just because it's easier for us. Well, don't barter away your health. Well, we can control it better with needles, was I was told when I first came here. And I stuck to my guns about the pump. Because with this pump, I got awesome blood sugars. Now, this isn't an advertisement for the Medtronic 780. The Omnipod may work for some people. The T-Slim pump may work for some people. There is a pump out there for you, and the ease with this one and with the Omnipod, you can pretty well put it in, forget it. The only thing you have to do is count meals and type in the carbs you need. It delivers insulin, and your body will feel better. I can tell you when I went onto the pump, my body felt so much better. Now, diabetes is evolving, and I'm not saying the disease is going crazy. It is, but type 1s are increasing as well as type 2. But they all say, oh, diabetes is going crazy. A lot of times they're referring to type 2. Type 1 is also increasing for whatever reason, environmental. There are people working on a cure, but technology is following, and they're making it easier for you to get the information you need for better health. However, let me just say this right out right now. If you are having issues, contact the pump supplier. Omnipod, Medtronic, T-Slim, whatever pump you use, and whatever sensor, if you're having a problem with the sensor, contact either Medtronic or Dexcom. Sorry, just couldn't remember the name. And you just out of practice, you learn. And everyone expects, oh, well, it's so easy. But if you're having any issues whatsoever, ask for help. God, didn't we do a video about asking for help? Well, this is the time you can ask for help. And with that, we're going to call it a day. Have a great day, and we'll talk again soon. Bye. My email address is Mike's Diabetes World at gmail.com. All one line. Drop me